T. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I'm with my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision that you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Oh, it's cliche to say I'm lane switching. Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on. So they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is
what it do, what it do.
I need love.
Who's ready to boss up?
Coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and there you
all right. How you guys feeling? Welcome in, welcome in.
It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do
the uh-oh, man.
Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace.
What's good? How we feeling? Welcome in, everyone.
He paid the price.
Welcome in.
Plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Hey, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Hey, we saving souls on the campus.
All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. Welcome in, everyone.
I should like a praying mantis. Enemy just trying to see me sink Titanic.
W's in the chat. Okay. Okay.
Even when I'm out, soon as I land.
Separation day. Motion.
Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from
happy
above.
Friday. Happy Friday. How you guys feeling?
I need love.
Good to see y'all. Only Bands in the building. There he is. What up, Carlos? What up, Simzy? Good to see y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Friday. It's a great Friday, yeah? Yay, yay, yay. Amazing. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Oh, damn. You guys ready to dance? It's still early morning. It's still early morning. All right, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. W's in the chat. What is good? Who's ready to boss up? Anyone? Anyone ready to boss up instead of getting bossed around? Yeah? Yeah, if you're ready to get bossed up, throw a W in the chat, man. Throw an 8 in the chat, actually. Let's switch the identity. Yeah, the identity's got to change. The identity's got to change. 8's in the chat if you're running towards the 8-figure mark, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. What up, Fuse Trader? Clubhouse, how we feeling? I heard London session was insane. Yo, Cole, what is good? What is good? What's up, noobs? What up, DeMarco? Rich in the house. Rich getting rich, baby. Look at the 8s. Look at the 8s. You gotta love them. You got the haters, and then you got the 8ers, baby. Let's go. 8's in the chat. Eric P, let's go. Vivian Young in the house. Oh my God, I can't even read it. Badio Life, what up, Connor? What's good? What's good? Danny Cash in the building. What's up, Andre? What up, Tommy? Good to see y'all here, man. Good to see y'all. All right, happy Friday. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Would love to pray for you real quick and just I don't know, cast a blessing over you. All right, let's do that real quick, and then we'll begin. Cool? Let's do this. Well, God, we thank you for this opportunity to be here. I thank you for the motion and the energy that is just surrounding us right now from all over the world. Your promises are continuing to remain true. We thank you for enlightening us and opening up the consciousness so we can go after all that you've created to do. We thank you for shining a light on our path, and I just pray a blessing over each and every individual here, and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing good. Let me lower the music here. So the markets are closed today. Markets are closed, and I am just here to help. So if there's anything that I can help you with here today, we have a little bit of a free-for-all here. So everyone who isn't in the clubhouse, you have a little bit of an opportunity to partake in what we would just normally do as an open floor and Q&A. And if you guys got trades that you guys want to review, I'm here for a good hour, maybe hour and a half today. We'll go through NQ, and if nothing's happening there, we can just get to the yapping here a little bit and see what kind of questions you guys have, how I can help you out, and how we could just move the ball forward here today, right? Just because the market's closed doesn't mean our dreams and goals are closed, right? So every day is a day to learn, to get closer, and to get your questions answered. So let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, what's up, Harvey? Let me do a fresh breakdown here on the NASDAQ, and then if we see anything, we'll kind of look at after it. But I think the market closed here at 9. I may be wrong. So let's do a fresh breakdown. And how's the music? Let me know how the music is, and then we'll kind of get to the yapping. You dig? Get to the yapping. Well, it's good. The Prater trader in the building. There he is. What up, big dog? What up? What up? Philippe is here. NV is here. Is the music good? Let me know about the music. Yeah, it's good. Okay. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and look at the NASDAQ here. We'll take a look at NQ. Let's see what we did here in the Asian session. So last time I was at the desk was in Asian, and we were not looking for buys at all. Price was up here with this candle at the moment. We were more so looking for sells below here, and it looks like the shorts ended up working out, but I don't really see anything that we would have participated in. Nothing there. So anyways, let's head to the daily, and let's run it from the top down, and we'll mark up some zones here and see what we can come up with, and get to the session here. So daily time frame. So we did close bullish here on the daily. You do have this just nasty daily time frame. If we really look at it for what it is, you have been basically just chopping around in this zone right here. So it's been a very, very problematic daily time frame here, as price has not been able to find any sort of footing, any sort of direction, and has really just been chopping around. So it looks like since we broke through now, right, if we were in this white range here, we've officially closed below with this candle, and now we've kind of break, retest, right, and now it looks like we're trying to stay below. So could we continue moving down, right, on NQ over the course of the next couple days? Probably won't see much action here today, but overall, maybe we retest this zone one more time, get a break of the highs here, or like I said, we really do nothing today, right, and we just end up closing bearish, right? So end up closing bearish like this, and maybe Monday we start moving down, and then down we go. So we'll see what's going to happen, but overall, that is pretty much what we're looking at on the daily time frame. Not too much direction, but we'll see where we go here today. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour has been moving bearish here. So has this been moving down just to create a daily lower wick, or do we really just plan on closing bearish the way I drew it up just a moment ago, right? So the 4 hour did break the highs. We did make an attempt to get up, right? Although we were unable to, right? We came straight back down. If we re-break these lows, right, very high chance that this candle has no bottom wick. We come into that zone, and then maybe even, continue even lower here today. So let's take a look at the ranges here on the 1 hour chart, and let's see what is cooking here. So 1 hour time frame has, wow, I don't know what this was from. Maybe NFP? Yeah, NFP here. So I think you had NFP come out. Let's take a look at the numbers here and see what's going on. So, wow, green numbers like, oh my goodness, 178. So way different than what they expected here. So you get a big pop up now, and then if we break the lows, right, this is where you could start to see that 4-hour candle after breaking the highs here continue lower. So if there's more volume, that's what pretty much should go down here today. So let's see where we're at in terms of this 15-minute time frame. It's going to be pretty choppy. So for the most part, you know, the ranges are below here on a day like today. I'm in zero rush, right, to take trades or anything like that. So probably best sells are going to be below these 84 areas here. That'll also be the 4-hour, you know, cruising down. That'll be the 1-hour pushing through. Maybe we get a 1-hour closure. So ideally, like if we can get a 1-hour closure, right, first bullish, then a bearish closure, that's where we can probably look to take advantage of these sells. You have wick rejections down here. You also have like this range down here as well, that we can possibly look for opportunities. So that is that's pretty much it. You know, if we can get a bullish closure first, get a brand new resistance, get a closure below the range, look to get a top wick on this next candle, we got a trade sitting, you know, something just like this, for price to continue moving down today. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know what time this is gonna close, but they said 9 a.m. but I don't see that happening. So we'll see what happens. But that is pretty much it. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Gold is closed today, so we won't be taking any positions on gold, unfortunately, till Monday. But yeah, that is it, gang. That is it. Any questions? Any questions? Give me 1 sec, actually. I'm gonna go grab my excess before this thing freezes up on me. 1 moment. All right, wow. When I tell you perfect temp, I mean perfect. Slightly slushy on the excess. Slightly slushy. Let's get it. Let's get it. Is that Central Time? Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think it's Central Time. Yeah, Central Time. 10 a.m. Okay, so 10 a.m. today. All right, sweet. Sweet. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, Luna raid. Yo, Luna, I got my shark. Shout out to Luna, bro. This was a gift that he gave me, and I kept it on my desk ever since. And you know what, Luna? We've been having a great year, buddy. So, appreciate the shark tooth. Appreciate the shark tooth. We invited him over to the mansion for New Year's Eve, and he gave me a lovely shark tooth here, and I've had it on my desk ever since. So shout out to Luna. Shout out to the man Luna. Luna raid. I like that. Now I know what it feels like. We used to have the whole TTE squad just run up on people's streams. Yo TTE. Now I know what it feels like. Luna. Shout out to Luna. What up, big dog? What's goody? Luna raid coming in deep. Love it. If you guys can, like the stream, Luna raid, sub to the channel, and let's lock in. Let's have a great year. It's time to eat. Luna with the big shark tooth. Let's go. He gave Johnny Gems a diamond. Yeah, he didn't. You know, one thing I like about Luna, he never comes empty-handed. Right? He's always got something with him. So he gave me a shark tooth for I think it was like a megalodon tooth, right? And because he said, you know, it's always time to eat out here. And he gave John a diamond because John just stay spitting them gems, man. Stay spit. All right, I think I think that's that. Yeah, I think that's that. So pretty much that's the vibe here today. NQ pretty much only, and we got about 50 minutes, right? 50 minutes, gang, to squeeze something out of here. I know you guys are going down to the 1 minute. I know it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Green in the building. What up, Green? Yeah, the Raiders. Leave a like. Leave a like. Leave a like. We're after a buzzer beater. Yes, I believe so. I think we're after a buzzer beater. What do you think, guys? 5-minute time frame, 9:55 buzzer beater. We let 9:30 open up, do its thing real quick, and then we get after it. Yeet. 15-minute breakout. I don't see a breakout, so I don't really sell right at support. You know what I mean? So there's support right here. Boom, boom. We already tapped it. We done tapped it, so it could still drive down, but I'd rather take my sells below support. You know, the main support. 30-minute support, 15-minute main support, 30-minute main support, 1 hour main support. Good question, though. Good question. NQ close in 3 minutes. I think it's like 50 minutes. Gareth, what's goody? What's goody? How we feeling? Yo, London session. I heard it was fire. I had like 6 people that I opened up DMs from, and they were like, yo, just to let you know, London was absolutely insane tonight. So, wow. What happened in London, gang? What the heck went on in London? The Asian session was insane as well. Yeah, if you guys missed Asian last night, you gotta go back and peep that. It was so good. I had to make a whole Instagram reel about it. Nice little Q&As, yeah. Three minutes we close up. All right, 3 minutes we close. So if you guys are in any positions, get out. Get out. Already missed gold? I know, right? Yeah, I actually didn't even know that gold was closed. So I got back home last night about probably like 15 minutes before time to start Asian and open up the chart. Sent the Zoom link out, opened the charts, and was like, oh, damn, gold not even moving. But that's all good. We show up anyway. We get it done anyway. Luna Raid. Luna Raid. Let's get it. Where is Luna? Is Luna here? Is Luna? Luna, let me see. Let me check out the clubhouse. Clubhouse, how we feeling? What's up, Angel? What's good, Eric? Pete, Gino, Adrian. What up, Daniel? It's good, it's good. What up, Positive Mind? Cole in the building. Them boys are on it. They on it. Where's Johnny Gems? There he is, Luna Trades. Let's go. W. How was the aquarium? It was fire. It was a good time. A good time. You know, the kids love it. The kids love that stuff. I was telling the Asian session, you know, it kind of reminded me of a little bit about when I used to have like a 9-to-5 job and all that. You know, we joke about it, but you know, you learn a lot by studying these animals and aquarium and zoo and all that stuff. And you know, the cool little otters. The otters are some cool animals, right? We were looking at them and they were playing with us. And they're Maverick, his favorite animal, I think, is probably an otter. And they are pretty cool. But we were messing around with them, and yo, once that paycheck came, I mean, once that zookeeper dude opened up the door, homie was gone, bro. Just gone. He couldn't wait to get his little meal fed to him, you know? And it reminds me of a lot about the 9-to-5 job, how we get so used to the zookeeper opening up and giving us our paycheck on Friday, and we're willing to be good and we're willing to be disciplined, right, and good and accountable to our job for the zookeeper. Yet, you know, when we're in the markets, we tend to, you know, want to break all the rules, right? So it's like, how could you break the rules for your own vision and your own business, but you can follow them for somebody else's, right? It's a lot of time, it's our identity. We get caught up in that identity of, hey, do a trick and we'll give you a bone, right? And or, you know, do something nice and we'll give you a toy, right? That's how it starts when you're a kid, and, you know, it continues to progress from there till eventually you get to the point where it's like, give us your 40 hours and we'll give you some money, right? And then that's how it goes, right? So it's continuing to show up to get paid, right? And if you don't show up, or God forbid the zookeeper's mad that day and, you know, all of a sudden makes decisions and he doesn't want to feed you anymore, you know, then all of a sudden what happens? So when you're out here trading and you're building entrepreneurship and businesses, it's you're out in the jungle. You know, there's no zookeeper coming to feed you a fish. There's no one coming to save you at the end of the day, right? So you got to get out here and hunt on your own. If you make mistakes, those are going to be on you, right? They're not going to be on the company. They're not going to be on the aquarium, right? They're going to be on you, you know. And if you don't hunt properly, then you won't eat. And if you don't eat, you're going to starve, and, you know, it ain't going to be a good future. So you got to really get out there and hold yourself accountable to your vision, to your dreams and goals. Don't wait for someone else to hand it out to you, right? Don't wait for the zookeeper to keep coming, right? That's your going to work to get paid, right? Do a trick to get a bone. Learn a skill set where you can pay yourself basically from anywhere in the world. And, you know, we got one sitting right in front of us here with these markets and trading. So dial it in, man. So that way you can be confident about living out in this jungle and hunting for yourself and for your family. Luna spotted the shark moving. Yo, he broke the thing's jaw, ripped out the tooth, and delivered it to me. Crazy. He delivered. Look at this thing. This thing's legit. Man ripped it straight out of his gums. Hey, we've had a good year so far, Luna, with this thing hanging out. He gave it to me on New Year's Eve, so I keep it right here on my desk. Just collecting data on NQ. Nice. What up, Coach Carter? NQ has closed. Yep. NQ is maybe 50 seconds left or something. Oh, 10 minutes? I don't know. Looks like it's closed to me. Got caught up in the trades on 2024 April streams. Oh, were you watching the replays? From Maglodon, baby. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Clubhouse, how we feeling? What'd you guys talk about today in London? Can you guys teach me anything? What was your biggest takeaway from London session? How about that? What was one of your biggest takeaways in London? Payday? Yeah, it's payday. Everyone say, yo. That's right. Today's payday. Today is Friday. That's right. You get that direct deposit, though. Comes in the night before. I remember I would be looking at that joint. Midnight. Yo, where's it at? I need that. I need gas in the morning to get to work. Guys ever do that? Go your whole week. The money, you got a little bit more week left, but not any more money. You're like, dude, I need gas bad. Like, you needed gas bad like the day before that, and so you found out a way to just put like $5 in the tank or something just to kind of get you by. And you're like, yo, I need that direct deposit to hit before I leave the house for work tomorrow. That it's our job to take a trade if a setup appears, no matter how we feel. Yeah. Yup. I still remember the days sitting there. My wife Anna would be sitting next to me, and I'm like, look at this. You know, I got to take this trade here. It's one of the trades that, you know, Raja teaches about, and I just have to take it. It doesn't matter if I want to. I don't even know enough about this to stay out of the trade, right? Because again, I don't even have experience here. So I would just not blindly take the trade, but when the playbook setup showed up that Raja taught, I would just take it, you know. And one of the things I've been encouraging some of the elite members, some of the Clubhouse members is to, if you're struggling with taking the trades and, hesitation and struggling with the management, any of you guys ever get in and then just get out right away for no reason, literally no reason at all, just because you had an anxiety attack or something, right? You get in a trade, I'm out. You ever do that, right? Or you see me get into a trade and I end up holding for the parameters to get hit, but you close a little earlier. So what I've been telling everyone is just set up a little demo account, right? And on this demo account, just place every single trade that you see that you believe is a playbook setup, right? So you get on the demo, not to, do anything outside of really collect data and build confidence, right? So again, we're not talking about only trading the demo. You need to trade your live accounts or your funded accounts, but just test the playbook, right? And create this little account, trade it really small, only take playbook setups, and then just set the parameter, like if you're looking at a trade like this and you got your stops here and your TPs down here, and you would move to break even, let's say here, and you would close partials there, right? Just let all that happen. Just do that for like 40 trades. And then you will begin to realize how profitable you can be by just getting out of the damn way. Like, just get out the way, G. Get out the way. You guys remember that Ludacris song? Yeah, I won't say the first part, but just get out the way, dude. Seriously, right? And it goes back to, just taking the trade no matter what, no matter how you feel, whether you like it or not. If the data is presented to yourself, then you have to execute. So it's like, imagine if this was a hedge fund. Imagine you worked for me, let's just say, right? And you came in here as, rookie traders who don't know anything. And I had a program here. And in that program, there was two sides of it, right? One was education, right? So you come into our program, we will educate you. We'll call it Ed. We'll educate you, and then we will give you money to trade with, right? And now you work under this umbrella, right? Under this company. So you're the trader, right? This is what you have an opportunity to do here. You have an opportunity to get yourself educated, right? And you have an opportunity to use the hedge fund's money, right? And you have an opportunity to take the education, right, while taking the money and be able to make money for yourself. And then the hedge fund probably do like I don't know, who cares, right? Just it's an example. Let's just say it's a 50-50 split. That's probably what most hedge funds do, right? So you come in, you work for this company. They put you on this probation period for 6 months, right, to educate you and teach you all about their system, their strategy, and how they want you to use their money while you're trading these markets, right? So they already have it dialed in. They've already done it. They already have other senior traders making millions and millions of dollars. And here you are coming in thinking that, you're no different, right? So you get this education. You go on this probation period for 6 months. They assign you a senior trader, maybe like me, right? To watch, to learn from, to work under, to study, to ask questions to, somebody that can mentor you, right? A senior trader, right? And you get assigned this position for 6 months. So your job for the next 6 months is not to make money. It's to plug into our educational system, learn from your senior trader, and get mentored. So that way, when the 6-month probation period is over and they let the money out and they put it in your hands, aka your account, we'll trust you to trade it, right? So what should you be doing in the 6 months? You should be getting yourself educated, talking to your senior trader, your mentor, asking them questions. What should I be doing here? Why would you do that? Why do you do this? You guys know the vibe, right? And then you get bumped up to an actual trader and they give you a desk. They give you a desk now. Wow, man, I got my own desk, right? You're on the trading floor. You've got educated. You've been around for 6 months. You see how the game be going. Like, man, I can't wait to do this, right? And they give you that desk, and now they give you money, right? So here you are now. Here you are. This is you again, Mr. Stick Figure, Mrs. Stick Figure. And they give you the money, right? Now you got your account. You got your trading account. So here you are. Now they've taught you for 6 months on what they want you to do. every time the trades come together, right? So imagine now you have their money, right, and their education, and now they're over here in the office watching you, and they're making sure that you're going to be a good trader for their firm, right? Story time. So what they're watching is they're watching to see if you will execute with their money, right? How you will use their money. So will you take that education that they taught you, right, and apply it to what you see on the markets? So when a breakout shows up, or an onion shows up, or a celery shows up, and you hesitate and you don't take that trade, guess what? One of these guys is coming over to you, and they're going to tap you on the shoulder, and they're going to say, hey buddy, meet me in my office, right? And you're going to go over there, and they're going to have a conversation with you. And they're going to say, look, we taught you what to do. We gave you all this money. If you see a trading setup based off of what we taught you and you don't execute again, you're fired, dude. You're out of here, right? We got a bunch of other traders that are going to end up doing this, that are waiting for your position. You need to act on what we taught you. We need our money to be compounded. And if you can't do that, then we're going to have to switch you out, right? So that's how I thought when I was coming up in the game. I tricked my mind to believe that I was that stick figure, and that I was assigned to Raja, right, to study under this guy. And I played the whole game in my mind. I would say, you know what, it's COVID time and we can't work at the hedge fund itself at the office, so we're doing the online thing, and Raja is my senior trader, and I'm just going to watch him and study him and, begin to apply what he's teaching me. Right. And I went through my little 6-month probation period. Right. And then I pretended that FTMO, my forex funds, that they were giving me the money. Right. And guess what? I had to play these guys too. Right. So I had to play them and him. So I had to see myself not only as the trader, but as the owner of the hedge fund, as the risk manager. And I need to make sure as the owner of the hedge fund and the risk manager character that my trader was doing his job, right, to fulfill what we needed him to do. So I pretended that I was this guy over here, and the money was, in reality, was coming from FTMO and my forex funds and all that stuff, but I just pretended that it was a part of a hedge fund. So that way, every single time a trade setup showed up, I thought about these dudes over here. And I thought, oh, they're watching me, and they see the setup too, and I need to execute based off of what they taught me. So back to what we were saying, one of the biggest takeaways from London session is someone said, no matter what, whether I want to or not, when a playbook setup shows up, I have to execute. So this is what I did. I played these mental mind games to make sure I was doing that at all times, make sure I was executing when I was supposed to, and following the parameters that needed to be followed, so that way these guys would give me the money, aka I would pass my prop firm, or I would get my payout, right? That was the reward on the other side of it for me. But in my imagination, this is what was going on. Right, John? John remembers these days. I had to just make things up in my mind so that way I can follow them, right? And just play a mind game so that way it kept me disciplined and it kept me on task, right? And then eventually, by doing that, I got the evidence. I finally realized, wow, by doing that, I'm actually making money. I actually have at that point, I had like an 80% win rate at that point, right? My win rate's a little lower today, just because I probably take a little bit more trades, but I had like an 80% win rate back then by just simply tricking myself to believe this situation was going on right here. Crazy.
That's facts, bro. W, man. Let's go. Mental hacks right there. Rewiring the brain to think a little bit differently, feel a little bit differently, to act a little bit differently, bro. I love it, man. Great stuff.
Some of y'all,
when you gave me this idea, and it worked for me.
Yep.
It was a great idea, man. And at that time, you really needed it as well, man. You need some, that could give you a nice spark in your trading.
Yeah.
And this was it.
I think some people are just, you're too much of an adult to play around in your mind like this. All right? You're too grown up. You're too, I don't know, man. You remember
use the power of your mind to be better in life. I love it. This is a mental hack right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir, boy, it's good, man. How you feeling?
Incredible, you?
Amazing, bro. I'm blessed and highly favored. Just absorbing these gems here from you.
Feeling great that I did this in 2022 and got on my game and never looked back.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Game changer right there.
Today's Good Friday, yes. Feeling? Today's Great Friday,
good
baby.
To see y'all.
Yes,
good to be here with you on this great Friday.
Lovely Friday.
We're still getting the reps in, even though markets are closed. True winners showed up here today. Shows real separation.
Yeah.
Shout out all the winners
here. I always like to show up when most people won't, just so I can see who's also coming with me. So I'd be reading the names and being like, yeah, I knew it.
Yep. See who's most consistent, who's most obsessed.
Exactly.
We got to see that here today. So see all the names in the chat. What up, everyone? Y'all are the true winners. Where's everyone at?
Where are you? You ready?
Damn. Did they not get the memo?
Hey, how are ya? They didn't get the big hey, how are ya? You know, oh, Nick, we didn't make it because you didn't add us in the Discord. Like, what? You need me to add you in the Discord? Come on, man. Come on. You'd be here early, brother. You should be there before I even think about adding anyone in Discord.
Know the game plan, man. Let's go. Wake up.
Go, snap out of it. Separation time. Yeah, man. So what else? What else did you guys take away from London today?
London was a great session, man. We did a lot of trade reviews, answered a lot of questions. You know, we definitely went over that. Our job as a trader, right? Our job as a trader is really not to take trades. It's to follow our trading edge and take trades based off that and not take trades based off that. So those are some good gems there.
Dope. It's 9:30, baby. We got volume.
There's really a lot to learn from those trade reviews, man. We dived into a lot of great stuff, man. You know, and a lot of people in the chat, a lot of great questions about technicals. So we were able to dive right into all that. So
amazing. I'll have to rewatch. I'll watch the replay.
Yes. Hell yeah. So it was like a webinar. It's one that you got to rewatch for sure. Definitely chat. The replay will be on WAP too. So you already know.
Yes, sir. You guys know you can watch all the replays to all the streams we do, whether it's Asian, London, New York, and all the. Oh, you guys obviously know about the webinars, but if anyone's new, you guys can rewatch all the live streams as well. So they're all on WAP.
Yep. Man, those trade reviews really are my favorite thing to do. Honestly, there's so much to learn in those when people make mistakes and stuff. So many adjustments that could be made, and so much to learn from them.
Yeah. Looks like a football. Hey, ready, set, hike. Yup. You got the running back. Yo, I'm not even kidding though, man. I challenge you to do something like this. I challenge you, right? It's the only way, because other than that, you only respect your boss's rules, and then you don't respect your rules, man. And again, like we said yesterday, everyone's screaming they're a boss, but they all got a boss, and they're all trying to get away from a boss. So how do you do that? You have to be your own boss, bro. You got to level up. You got to hold yourself accountable. You got to do things that are required to get what's desired. You literally have to do the things that you have to do even when no one's watching, right? You got to develop integrity, gang, work ethic, and really get it done. Otherwise, someone's going to hire you for that. You're going to do that regardless. You're going to do it anyway. It's just, are you going to do it for your dreams or somebody else's dream? You know, I always thought to myself, you know, why am I working here? Why am I working here? I'm building this guy's dream. I need to start looking for ways to build my dream, right? Otherwise, I'll just be here all the time. Just get a little cut. You guys know the story about cousin Mike, and when I became, you know, like entrepreneurial minded is when, you know, I was about 8 years old or so, and he knocked on my door. He said, yo, my friend's not here. Can you come help me cut a whole bunch of lawns today? I'll pay you. And I said, absolutely. Right. And I went and I did most of the work. I did all the weed whacking. I got freaking rocks hitting my eyes and got all dirty. And he was just chilling, mowing the lawn. You know, I'm over here ripping out the weeds. And at the end of all these houses that we did, there was in a big trailer park. Man had like $40 on him and gave me like $5. And right then and there, it hit me, you know, and I said, I don't ever want to work for someone else, right? I want to make sure I'm building I said, why do you get all that and I get all this? He goes, oh, it's my company. It's my stuff. It's my weed whacker, this, that. I'm the one that got the lawns. I said, He's like, all you did was run around with a weed whacker. I said, yeah, but that was like a lot of work. He said, yeah, that's why I paid you. So you're going to get paid for what that job is worth, not for what you're worth, right? So I knew I was worth more than the little $5 or whatever it was, that percentage that he gave me that day. And pretty much from an 8-year-old boy, little did I know, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to take control over my life. I didn't want to, have my future dependent on somebody else. So, will you work harder for you than you will for your boss? You don't even have to work harder. You just got to work as hard, right? And just as hard. Some people, I don't have any time. Well, what do you do after work? What do you do there? What do you do here? Can you sacrifice some sleep here? No one has time, right? Winners make time, right? People make time to get things done that they want to do. So, you got to separate some time. You got to look at your schedule and fill up the hours instead of doing, softball, hanging out. You're like 35 years old, 40, playing softball. Broke is a joke. Missing the Asian session. Because 150 is a little bit too much money for you to come up with every month to make it to the clubhouse. But you got 150 for your new softball cleats, and your, the uniforms cost $100 that you had to pay for. So it's like, you got to be real with yourself. Do you really want it as bad as you want it? Because if you're not willing to sacrifice those little things, I don't know if you really want it that bad. Why is the market closed? It's a bank holiday, gang. I mean, come on, gang. If you don't know why the market's closed right now, or if you don't have any idea of what's going on, you really need to make sure you're locked into the learning phase of trading, because you're not ready to make money yet.
It's facts, bro.
Where can we find the holidays?
Facts, man.
Yeah, John, your question's probably more important.
We had a I dropped a great gem today in London session on thinking in probabilities, right? Someone in the chat was saying that they were struggling with thinking in probabilities, right? What they do most of the time is just search for certainties in their trade. So I gave them an exercise, and if anyone's searching for certainties in their trades and not thinking in probabilities, this exercise for you. Before you get into a trade, internally speak to yourself the 5 fundamental truths of trading. Do that for the next 30, 90 days, right? After that, it'll become a habit, and your brain will be rewired to think in probabilities rather than certainties. And it's the perfect exercise for those who are looking to do that. So hell yeah, Adrian, facts, man. Great gem here today. Way to note that down. Great exercise for anyone else in the chat struggling with that too. Yep.
Love that. Develop yourself a system, make sure you're living by a set of core rules, right? Core values. So that way you can make decisions, right, that are in line with that, right? Once you have your core values, your core beliefs, and your morals, your principles, whatever, your system, it's so easy to make decisions after that, right? Because every decision just has to line up with it. If it lines up with it, you do it. If it doesn't line up with it, you don't do it. It's like softball. Is softball going to get you closer to becoming a profitable trader? Right, or is educating yourself, or being at the desk, or being at, what I mean. So it's like, find out what's not serving you and get rid of it. Cut it. My boy would call it, you got to cut the fat. You got to get rid of that stuff. Otherwise, it'll keep holding you back forever, and you don't want that. Trust me.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Go to my Instagram. Couple reels probably in the past couple days. One talking about how you have to switch your identity to be successful, like we talked about with the thermostat. And then the other one is about saying no. You got to learn to say no more often. Everyone feels obligated to, go to every little invite that happens, or every little holiday, or every wedding, every little thing that goes on. All Super Bowls here, or we're coming to the bar tonight, or going to the club tonight. Like, you just feel obligated to, when your friend reaches out to you, to, oh yeah, we'll be there. You hang up the phone, man, I really don't want to go. So why don't you tell them that? Why don't you say, nah, man, I got stuff to do. I'm working, right? Just tell them I'm working, G. You got time to go to the bar. You don't have to say, I don't do the bar anymore, bro. I'm focused on personal growth and development and reading, and you shouldn't go to the bar either. You should be here reading a book with me. Like, dude, don't get all weird about it, right? Just tell them, nah, I can't make it. I can't make the bar tonight, G. Right? You don't have to explain yourself.
Nice, bro. Yeah, Nick you just posted on your IG, right? Like a couple of days ago, but you got to learn to say no.
Yeah, man.
When you're making sacrifices, right? Like you got to learn to say no, man, to stuff like that. And say yes to things that are going to make you better. Say no to things that won't make you better. Say yes to things that will make you better. And life will be 100% better.
Hell yeah. Bro, from 22 years old to, like, I said no to everything. I basically, how many family events did we go to, John, where, like, either I didn't go because I was busy building a business for myself, or I went, but I was dressed, ready to leave, and I would be the first one out of there leaving, after basically an hour, because I had other things to do, because I was on a mission. I was working towards a better future. It's not that I didn't love my family. The reason I was leaving was because I loved my family, because I knew at some point down the road they would probably need some help, and I had to go out there and create generational wealth and start to change the mentality and the mindset that was taking place, right? So you have to sacrifice, gang. You have to learn to say no. You're busy, you got things to do. I know it's tough in the beginning, but what are my friends going to think about me? Who cares? You know what they're going to think about you in 6 years? Damn, man really went out and did it. Wow, man really went out and did it, right? That's what they're going to think of you if you just keep your head down and keep working. Yep.
Hell yeah, chat. For over a decade, I remember, I grew up with Nick, right? So over a decade, I remember him doing one of these two things at every time I seen him, right? So he was either out, right? I would either be home and he was not home and he'd be building his businesses, or I would be home and I would go downstairs to see him and he would be in his room reading a book. That's pretty much what he was doing when I seen him. One of those two things every time for over a decade. So talk about making sacrifices, right? And staying consistent with your goals and never giving up, right? This man is the true example definition of it, man. So hell yeah, he knows. He's spitting the gems here today. We gotta take it in and apply them for our life, and we'll get the same results. But yeah, man, one of those.
Gotta learn to say no.
That's what I see Nick doing every time.
Yep. Say no to the things that take you away from your dreams and goals, and say yes to the things that move you closer. Simple.
Yes, and I remember, Nick, your book, what's it called? Bookshelf.
Yeah.
Your library in your room. I remember the books just growing and growing and growing throughout the years, bro. That bookshelf got bigger and bigger and bigger. So man was learning.
Yep.
Right.
Yes,
He don't spit all these gems for no reason, right? How do you think he got in them? Man studied, right? Man applied the knowledge and learned.
Yep. One of my most prized possessions is my bookshelf. I love it. As the bookshelf grew, guess who else grew, gang?
Yep. You.
Pretty awesome, isn't it? So same deal with you. You guys are noticing that too. How many of you guys have been reading more books now than you ever read in your life? How many guys have actually went on to create their own personal growth and development program for themselves and started reading books, and now you got a little bookshelf going, right? It's pretty neat, isn't it? You got a little bookshelf. Maybe some of you guys on Amazon right now looking at a bigger bookshelf because it's starting to grow. I remember looking at Amazon being like, man, I need a bigger bookshelf here. They don't all fit on my dresser anymore, or whatever the case was. And it feels good. You go through these books and you start growing, you start learning, and eventually, not right away, but 6 months, 1 year later, you really start to notice, whoa, I'm starting to be different. My identity is starting to shift. I'm more confident. I'm more composed. And it's a subtle change. It's not like you read a book and boom, you're successful right away, right? It takes time. I like books because they're like scrimmages. They kind of show you how to handle certain situations, so that way eventually down the road, 2 months, 2 weeks, 4 months, right, you run into that same situation, and you apply what you learned in that book and stuff. So it just levels you up, and that's what we're here to do, level up.
Sir, level up.
Level up.
Yo, nice, Cole. It's a great book right there, man. 12 books in 12 months. You got this, bro.
You can do it. You can do that, man. That's if anyone wants to set out a goal to be just grow in your personal growth and development. And remember what Mr. V told me, my mentor, very early on in life. He said, Nick, your success will never, ever exceed your level of personal growth and development. So right then and there, I knew one of the main things to focus on was developing myself, right, into the winner, into the successful entrepreneur, because success can't come without it, right? Or it will only go to where that measures. So I put a focus on making that high, right? So that way my success would be high. So if any of you have a urge, right, or a want or a pull to start to learn from, success books and stuff, like, set a goal like that. 12 books, 12 months. Very doable. Very doable. Read for 25 minutes before you go to bed every single day, and you can get that. You can 100% read 12 books over the next 12 months. No doubt. 20 minutes before bed. That's it. 10 pages, 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
The Slight Edge says 10 pages a day is over 12 books a year. Bro, all you gotta do is be consistent. You don't gotta be perfect, right? You don't gotta be a superstar in one day, big shot.
Easy to do.
The most consistent.
Yep.
And
Easy
the
to
Slight
do.
Edge will pay you.
Easy to do, easy not to do, baby. It's a lot easier, right? Or one would think, to scroll on their phone, but that's literally the Slight Edge. One guy scrolls on his phone, one guy reads 10 pages. Definitely doesn't make a difference the next morning, or the next morning, or the next morning, or really the next month, and maybe even the month after that. But you know what? 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. This guy scrolls, this guy reads, this guy scrolls, this guy reads. All of a sudden, you see the difference. All of a sudden, the Slight Edge begins to work itself out. And now, guy number one is still in the same place that he was, maybe even worse off. Maybe he's even worse off than he was because he's been negatively influenced by all his doom scrolling, right? And this other guy, maybe he's been reading about success and finances and accounting and taxes and diet and health, right, for the last year and a half. Guess who's going to be in a much better position? All because of 20 minutes a night. Right? So you really can't play with the little things, right? Success is a game of inches. And it's those little moments of easy to do, easy not to do that make the biggest difference in the long run.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Little things, baby. Little things. Friday webinar. Hey, yo. we got a webby going.
Yo, Leonardo, man, those are some great book recommendations from the chat. I would say the same thing, man. Think and Grow Rich, The Compound Effect, Outwin the Devil, 5 a.m. Club, The Forex Mindset. Honestly, those are great. That's a great lineup to start with, bro. Honestly.
Yep. Absolutely. 5 a.m. Club is a great one. I really like the 5 a.m. Club because it's a good book in terms of like today's day and age. It talks about a lot about technology, a little bit more about the digital world and how that distracts you and holds you back and whatnot. So it's a good one. Think and Grow Rich and all those books, those are phenomenal. Again, there's no new wisdom, right? But those are old school books. And in my opinion, the older the book, the better. I read, like right now, I'm going through a collection of Neville Goddard's books. Like, these books are written in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, right? Like, the older the information, in my opinion, the better. But this is a great book, 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Fire. You will love this book. It's a story, too. And it really does open up your eyes to the digital distractional world that we basically live in today. And how to combat it with a simple, productive morning, really, is what it talks about.
Word, bro.
Yeah. Why do we talk about reading books will fix your problems? You can scroll on useful content. Yeah, but we know that most people don't. And we also know how you can get caught up in the illusion of scrolling on useful content and never applying what you're learning. Just scrolling, just getting your dopamine from learning about it and learning about it and learning about it, right? So you got to be very careful with that. Also with reading books, right? You can't just read a whole bunch of books and expect to be successful. Just like you can't watch a whole bunch of useful content and can't be, successful. It's all about the application of this information. So again, we don't have a information problem, we have an application problem. And what I've seen too is you could start staring at useful content all day and never make a move, right? It's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm scrolling useful content. Why aren't you applying the useful content, right? So you can easily get caught up in that world as well when it comes to content and all that. But yeah, same stuff. Again, information is everywhere. How you receive it, how you get it is one thing. Are you applying it is the major piece.
Yes, sir. Big facts. Yeah.
I've been doom scrolling, Nick. I've been learning so much about consciousness and meditation. And really, man, what have you discovered in your moments of solitude? I actually haven't had any because I've been just on my phone the whole time, right? It's like, oh, okay, gotcha. So you're so busy learning about it that you got no time to apply it, G. And again, same thing goes for books, right? So it's whether it's books, whether it's digital content, you gotta, it's one thing to watch it, absorb it, but it's a whole nother game to apply it. You miss reading? It's a little tough with kids. Really enjoy the podcast now. Yeah, you're going to go through seasons of life. Gang, I was able to read that much because I had literally no kids at that point. Right? I had basically a 9-to-5 job. There was even a time where I quit my job, right, to just actually read more and learn more and work more on my own e-commerce business that I was building. So it's like I had the time to read. I had the season. Now today I have 4 kids, right? All 5 years, 5 and under, right? So I don't get to read as much as I used to. So now I legit only get that 20 minutes, right, in the morning or before bed to get my reading in, 20-30 minutes. So some of us are in different seasons where we can put the pedal down a little bit more than others, but you just gotta deal with the cards that you got. You gotta deal with the car. You gotta flow, baby.
That's really what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta flow in life.
Like, yo, literally, bro. Play your cards, man.
12 books in 12 months.
Great goal.
What up, Andre? Good to see you, man.
Sure.
Thanks for showing up today. Of course, man. That's what we do. I'm not necessarily here to, call trades out. Like, my purpose is much bigger than that. I want to awaken and help you guys, like, just kind of crack the code a little bit and get past some of the things that are holding you back in life. I care more about that than I care about us, making some money on a trade. I mean, that stuff is amazing as well, but I'm really here to, see what we can do, right? See who we can impact today and whose life we can make better because we just showed up. That's it.
Facts, bro. Who can we impact for the better?
How's e-commerce doing today? Great. Really good. I'm so happy I dedicated my time to learn about the digital entrepreneur space early on in life. It changed everything for me. Changed everything. Why aren't the charts moving? What'd you say?
So it's the best time to get into e-commerce right now, bro. While everyone's on their phone doom scrolling.
Absolutely. Back in 2012, I was telling people, yo, I got these products online. I sell them. Would you be down to support me? I said, nah, why would I do that? I just go to the store. I'm like, nah, man, I'm telling you, this is the new way. People are going to buy and shop online all the time. Like, I got a business now, could you support me? And as I said yesterday too on my Instagram, support doesn't necessarily come from familiar faces early on, right? So, it's always, the new people that you meet or, the random people from across the world or across the way that end up supporting you. So I was telling people about shopping online in 2011, 2012 as I was getting my e-commerce stores off the ground and whatnot, and like nobody was hearing me. But now, and I'm saying I built it then, right? So now to build some sort of an e-commerce store, it's like a easy peasy cakewalk at this point, right? Everyone shops online. It's now you go into the store, they go, what? What? I used to say that to people. I used to go, yo, I know right now you're saying that about shopping online, but did you know that one day in the future, pretty near future, it's going to be the complete opposite. When I say, yo, want to go to the store and get something, you're going to look at me like, what? Why would we go to the store when we could just order it? And people will look at me like, nah, you crazy, bro. You crazy. This guy's cuckoo, man. Go get a real job, Nick. Go get a real job. Go focus. Go back to school. Join the military. You know how it is, right? I said, I'm telling you, man. So now today, if you guys want to get into e-commerce, it couldn't be easier. I mean, I don't see a time where it was better to start an e-commerce store. So, yeah. But yeah, we've been doing that for a very, very long time.
Man, beautiful onion about to show up here.
Perfect. Little buys here. Fill the wick.
Yeah, right? Someone in the chat was like, what? Onion?
What? Let's see here. I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, my first book, and I'm already loving it. Awesome. Never going to leave this habit now. Yeah, you start to get addicted to it. All of a sudden, you start learning. You know what I was learning too? I was learning that success wasn't just made for certain people. Like, you didn't have to be born into it or just get lucky or win the lottery. Anyone could have accomplished it. So I started reading about these guys who never graduated high school, or, you know, some of these guys only made it to like the 4th grade, right? And then they went on to become these incredible entrepreneurs and, you know, leaders in their industry and in their towns and whatnot. And I realized that, man, anyone can be successful, but not everyone will, right? And the ones that are willing to do the work, right? And yeah, as you do the work and stay consistent, you get lucky along the way. Does that make sense? Like, luck just happens to find you because you've aligned yourself and put yourself in position, right, to just kind of meet right there. So of course there's some luck, but you see, you didn't have to grow up wealthy, or you didn't have to get an inheritance. I started to learn that the wealthy families and the inheritance and the lottery and all that stuff, that only made up like 5% of the wealthy people in the world. The rest were actually self-made entrepreneurs who basically had an idea in their mind and got obsessed over it and literally failed, knocked, and then boom, the door broke down. And then all of a sudden, you know, their abundance came to them. And I said, man, I could probably do that, right? Like if these guys did it, then I can probably do it. And I needed that, because in life, I just thought, you know, the only way you're rich is if you're born from a rich family, or you have parents that are rich or whatever, right? Because you don't know the world yet when you're a little kid. So you just see your life, right? When I was a kid at that point, I lived in a trailer park, right? My dad had a car where he pushed it, like he had no reverse at that time. Man, pushed it. The neighbors would call him Fred Flintstone. Yeah. And at that time, I would go to baseball practice, and other kids would pull up in these Escalades, and they'd have the nice bats. I didn't even have a bat, right? I would just use the team bats and stuff. And I just thought, okay, you know, maybe they're just like that. Like, they're just wealthy because they're those people, right? And they're just born like that, and that's how it happened. But eventually, later on, reading these books, I realized, you know what? Anyone can make it, right? So people in the most tragic situations can go out and accomplish anything that they want in life. So reading, and again, also watching that content that's good and useful content, sometimes shows you, okay, you know, anything is possible. If that person could do it, I could do it. Their story is no different than my story. Sheesh, if anything, they had it worse off than me, right? And then you realize, all right, you know, I've got opportunity. Read more. Hashtag read more.
Yeah. Facts, bro. And you never, bro, one book can change your life, man. Bob Proctor said he read Think and Grow Rich every year for the rest of his life.
Studied
every
it.
day.
Like it's scripture.
He studied it, bro. Literally. It was a book he read every single day.
Yep.
For the rest of his life. That book changed his life, changed the way he thought, right? So he kept it right there.
Facts. So you know what
that book that will change your life.
Yes.
Never stop reading it.
One thing too I have to say is that although I read maybe at this point 200 books in my life, what that did was that really helped me narrow it down to about 10 books. Yeah. So I read all those books, but then I knew, okay, these were the top 10 or these were the top 5 or top 20 or whatever it was. So it was nice to get all that information from all the books on the shelf, but then I pulled like 10 of them out of the shelf and put them on my own shelf, right? The personal shelf. Some of you guys who've been to my home have seen that, right? Where now I have my main books that I feel like I have to read over and over and over again throughout life right here. And then I keep adding new books to this, bookshelf too, right? But then there's those main books. So you'll find your main books as well that hit you and, resonate with you the most as well.
Facts, bro. Create a lineup for yourself.
The lineup, baby, the lineup. Think and Grow Rich, yeah, there you go. One time a year. Yeah, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Magic of Thinking Big, The Slight Edge, The Compound Effect. Like those are some of the books for me. Outwitting the Devil.
What to say when you talk to yourself.
What to say when you talk to yourself. Yep. The 5 a.m. Club I enjoy reading over and over again as well. Yep. We still got our webinar tomorrow. I don't know. Should we make this tomorrow's webinar, and then you guys just replay this one?
Yeah, man. I think we should.
That'd be great.
Bro, we got two webbies here today. London session, and New York session. Actually, 3 Asian session 2.
Oh yeah. No, every session today has been just money. Yeah, Asian.
Oh yeah.
London and New York.
Yeah. So I think rewatching one of those, 2 of those, be a great webinar for you.
Yep. Any pointers on starting e-commerce? I know it might take some time. It will definitely take some time, but would love to start grinding, for my own thing. Yeah. So there's a few different ways. You have to narrow it down. Do you want to sell a product? Do you want to sell a service? Do you want to sell both? Right? How are you going to go about it? Are you going to go about products? So if you're going to go about products, then what you need to do is you need to look for things that people need, want, have to have, and continue to use over and over again, whether they like it or not. So what does that mean? Toothpaste, toilet paper, napkins, deodorant, shampoo, skincare, cosmetics, vitamins, things that basically people like need, want, and have to have, and they continue to use over and over again. They don't consider it extra money, right? It's not like you're selling a designer bag where it's like that's somebody going out of their way now to buy something extra. You want to have products that are on their shopping list anyway, right? That they have to renew or rebuy again every single week or month or whatever it is, right? So if you're going to choose a product, don't choose the big sexy product that's expensive and blah, 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 and exclusive. No, like choose the everyday, mundane, boring products to sell. That way you have a customer base that continues to, buy and use it up, and buy again to use it up, to buy again to use it up. And that's how I do products. And then services, you have to, obviously add value to people. So like an electric commerce business that I have is the Clubhouse, right? I've added a lot of value to people over time. And then eventually I say, hey, if you want more of me, you can find me in the Clubhouse, right? And that's another e-commerce business as well. So that's a service. So you see where I have products like, X energy drinks, right? Stuff like that. And then I have service. So you either pick one or the other or both, and then begin to navigate in that lane. So that's the easiest ways to do it is if it's a product, buy things that or get things that people need, want, have to have, and continue to use over and over again. If it's a service, provide real, true, lasting value on the front end. And then people will always be open to say, hey, you know what? I think my life will be better with that guy in it based off of how much value he's already added to me. And then eventually you'll succeed there as well if you have a good service. So yeah, those are my little tips on e-commerce, and take that and run with it. Do we get tired? Sometimes. Then we just sleep and we wake back up and we're good to go. We're good to go. Outwitting the Devil. Yeah, that one's also by Napoleon Hill as well. Yep.
Sir.
Trading view not working. No, the markets are closed today.
No trading, just gems.
Yep. This is this is a class here today. There's the 5 a.m. club. Yeah, that's the one, Leonardo. That's the one.
W.
Buy or sell. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, sir. Positive mind. You know it, brother. We don't got time to sleep right now, man. Right? We're up and after, man. We got to make moves here.
Got to,
Our
man.
future's gonna thank us, man. Our future is gonna thank us for sacrificing sleep today, 100%, no doubt.
You see, we have a little slogan in the clubhouse sometimes for those that really get to all the sessions, and it's like we're pulling all these payouts, we're making all this extra money, right? And we're up here wide awake as if we're the broke ones, right? While the broke ones are sleeping, the rich ones are working, right? So we're out here up like we're broke, and they're out there sleeping like they're rich. And that's where we continue to separate ourselves, by putting in the work, getting lucky, right, so to speak.
Yep.
Oh man, you were lucky. You were in London last night, dude. I'll say that again. I was like, I had to set I slept 3 hours last night. What you mean I'm lucky? All right. So you know, yeah, we're lucky, all right.
Sure, man. That's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, bro. It's all in their habits and mindsets.
Yeet.
Let's go. Just ordered your book on Amazon. W, man. W, let's get it, man. This weekend, we can all spend a lot of time diving into our book. This weekend, if you're going to do anything, read and review trades. I think that'll be a W weekend. Yeah.
This would have been your boy, yo. It would have been time to trailer park. Oh, man. Damn. Decisions, right? Habits, thoughts, words, actions. Trust the process. What in the world are these YouTube questions? I don't know, J. Coop. It gets pretty strange on YouTube sometimes. You know that. Shout out to all the YouTubers. Let's get it. I'm not even going to open it. Atomic Habits, another great book. How to Win Friends. I would recommend every single person, especially if you were born after the year 2000, you need to read How to Win Friends and Influence People more than anyone. Actually, not more than anyone. If you were born after 2005, you need to read it more than anyone, because y'all don't even be looking at people in the eye, mumbling while you're talking, looking down, staring at your phone. You need to win How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Yeah, facts, man.
What up in the home? What's good, bro? Did we go over a new trade? Nope. No, we didn't take a trade or anything. Nope.
Yeah, wait, did we go beautiful later? Up 1,000 pips here today, man. You missed it.
Major move on NQ, NFP.
Major move.
Supply and demand. Yeah, and the best thing you can do really is pay people to do this, right? So there's people who will help you run your whole e-commerce store, right? It's just whether or not you're willing to cough up some dough, and they'll help you. Market frozen. Yeah, supposedly there was like a great storm in Antarctica, and it shifted some faults in the ground, and all of a sudden it brought the entire condition of the weather and all that right into the markets, and things just froze up. Yeah, we don't know what happened. It's like the day after tomorrow. Yeah, we don't know what's going on here. We're all wondering. Nobody knows. Climate change.
Home, no FOMO,
Climate
baby.
change.
That's signs of progress right there, man. We making moves, brother. Let's go. Proud of you, my man.
Hell yeah.
Making moves.
Same names, Andre. Yup, let's get it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we do make our own luck. London session. No, the markets have been closed since yesterday. Yeah, NQ was open. I think some of the guys in the clubhouse took some NQ trades. I think they were sells on the NASDAQ, probably somewhere up here. But that was about it. I haven't taken any trades. We're about 10:30 trades coming up. Yeah.
Man, I wish, chat. Honestly, I'm trying to take some trades too. Or I'm trying to be disciplined to my plan today, but hey, the markets are closed. What are we gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
You're off today.
Watch your mouth. Nobody knows nothing.
Oh, that's right. Everyone's off of work today. Are most people off of work today?
But no one's here.
They're all sleeping in.
Are here.
They all said, it's my day to sleep in. It's like, what?
Bro, I guess 97% of people really are gonna fail, man.
Oh no, don't guess. Don't guess.
Nah, man. And it shows here, bro.
There's usually
1,500 people on YouTube. Now there's 400.
There's 400. Yup. There you go. Separation, baby.
Off.
All because some random person said it was Good Friday. It's Good Friday, so that means you can just just take it off. Just be easy. Just don't worry about anything. Don't worry about your dreams, your goals. Don't worry about the rent. Just hang out.
Just stay screwed.
Sleep in.
One day today won't hurt no one.
No, one day. Don't worry about reading this morning. Don't worry about your morning routine. Yeah, don't worry. Tonight you can go have some beers. Don't worry. There's no work tomorrow. Yeah. It's not like you need to hear anything at the New York session the next day.
Not like the payout's coming today. Bro, they lied to us, Chad. They said today was Good Friday. Bro, it's Great Friday. And guess what? Tomorrow is Great Saturday.
Yes, sir. Hey, I don't know what you mean by this. Can you scroll up and change my device? I have no idea how to do that. You guys know I'm not technical savvy here. Is this the question? I don't know. I don't even know how to do that, bro. Don't worry about the history. Everyone's focused on the future. No, I don't think anyone's really going back. Like, let me check out what what's going on. I think we're good. If you need me to do something else, I don't know if that's what you wanted, but hey, by the way, you know what? I did the math. You want to know what's crazy? I did the math on the clubhouse. Yo, check this out. I think so we do 3 sessions a day, right? Times 5 days a week. Plus, so that's 15 sessions a week. Plus 1 webinar a week as well. So that's plus 4, right? So that's 19, right? So 19 sessions. 15, okay, 19. Oh no, I'm sorry. 15, so 15 a week. 15 times 4. So that's 60 plus the 4 webinars. So that's 64, right? So now if you did that, 180, right? Or 150 in most cases, right? 150 divided by, what was it, 64?
64.
Bro, $2.30 a session. Bruh.
Literally.
Bruh.
You get your money's worth right there.
Like, that's more than a cup of coffee. That's considering you use every session, which I know most people don't. $2. We're talking about slight edge right now.
Right.
Yeah, y'all scamming me, yo. Yo, hold on.
Let's say
I gotta do these numbers again.
And let's say we didn't do the webinars, you'd be at $2.50 right there.
Bruh. So, a cup of coffee, G. Less than a cup of coffee per session. That's insane. That's insane.
That's how you get your money's worth right there. That's what I'd be looking to do.
Yo, somebody said that the other day, and I'm like, hold on. I got to do the math on that. Yo, yeah, dinner on y'all, man. Dinner on y'all. Anytime we link up. Yo, why am I paying for all the mansions, too? And the dinners. Hold on. You guys got to rally together and grab me a steak.
Yeah, facts.
No, I'll mess with y'all. I'm so happy to do that stuff. But isn't that awesome that we could provide such a good service, a good opportunity, so affordable, literally for $2.30 30 cents a day. Like in terms of the value delivered, I mean, again, we're $750,000 this group put together and pay out profits in March alone. So absolute March madness. So way to take advantage of it. Way to take advantage. Yo, take me to the dollar store or something.
That's hilarious, Nahom. Yeah, Nick, take you out to the dollar store, bro. You can get anything you want.
Anything you want in the store, bro.
Go all out, man. Binge.
And hey, by the way,
today's your day, bro.
By the way, the clubhouse at 2:30 is also a tax deductible, so you're able to deduct that in your taxes. Insane.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that doesn't even count if you're making money. Wow. All right, Gareth. All right. Now you're making me depressed.
Bro, yeah, yeah.
That's hilarious. No, that's amazing. Yeah, when I put those numbers in my mind, I'm like, wow, that's incredible. Where's the stats? The stats are going to my Discord. You're gonna have to go. Like if we added them up ourselves and did all that work. So we just have the numbers. But if you guys want, feel free to come in the Discord here and just do the math. I mean, just the last one that came in yesterday, $11,000. It's the 11 G's right there. Exit strat, elite member, clubhouse member, household name at this point. But yeah, just go in here and count them up, man. Count them up. You got every single payout counts too. I don't even care if it's $120 or 11,000. Like the fact that you guys are knocking dominoes down and starting to, make some moves here, another $2,000. Like just like this week alone, you probably got over 30 grand coming in. $7,400. Shout out to Norbin. All right. Yeah. So another elite member, clubhouse member, exit strat, back at it again. Same guy who collected 11 grand. Look at this. So yeah, just putting in the work. A lot of clubhouse traders just winning, at a high level. And again, it's definitely from the technicals that they're using, but those technicals do not work if they don't learn the mentality, if they don't shift their identity, if they don't do the things that we're talking about doing, right? So none of this happens unless the service provided is helping, right, and educating them and helping them shift their identity. This guy, one of the richest guys in the clubhouse at this point. My goodness. But yeah, you have to go do the work. We've done the work for you, so you could blindly believe us if you want. If you don't want to, I don't care either. But you'd have to go do the math and just add them all up. I mean, it's not that much. It's only 750,000. Just go back to March 1st and calculate it. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing though. This was my dream. This was my vision for this community. The clubhouse, specifically is where I've been investing a lot of my time and energy and focus, and to really get traders on a path so that way they could start winning and getting payouts like these. So it's very, very satisfying to see, traders actually winning, and not just winning once, but starting to shift their identity and win over and over and over again. So it's all in March. It's all just March here. So congrats to you guys.
Oh, big W, baby.
Big dubs. How would you go about the 5-minute rule with top one trader? I guess I would not trade them anymore, which is pretty much what I did do. Remember when we were trading top one trader with the forex side of it? I just stopped using them because I didn't like the rule. It's either that or you got to wait on the rule. You got to wait on the 5 minutes. So yeah. Yeah, the same live we do in New York. Yeah, we do it in Asia and London. Yep, same exact thing. Like I was just going to chill in the clubhouse today. I wasn't even going to come on YouTube. So we would have been doing this in the clubhouse anyway on Zoom regardless, but we ended up running YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Discord link not working. Yeah, I was lazy today and forgot to change it in the description. Just go to hit ! Discord and the link will pop up for you. We have a free Discord, by the way. This whole Discord is free. Yeah, if you want to join like the clubhouse and stuff and get access to like all this clubhouse chat and everything, then that's a different thing. But we have a whole free Discord where I think it's like probably like 11,000, 10,000 members in here too. So it's like 10,000 traders in here, and a lot of free rooms as well. Got a fat return this year. Let's get it. J. Coop, if I'm not mistaken, you're 111, aren't you, too? My guy. J. Coop, you got to feel like the luckiest guy in the world.
He's at like $1 a session.
Man got the
Maybe
elite. Man got the elite. Yo, yeah, J. Coop, what are you at a session? That's got to be like less than $1.
Yo, for real, bro.
Oh, Five Below? Oh, I love that store. Let's get it. You guys are amazing.
Man, I just want to do something nice for you, bro. Take it to Five Below. Get whatever you want, man.
Facts.
On me, bro. Don't worry about it.
Are regular Clubhouse members invited to the meetups? Of course. Yeah, basically everyone's invited. You know, if I'm a little bit tighter with you, then you get, you know, a little bit more exclusive invites and whatnot. But yeah, pretty much everyone's invited when we do stuff.
Wow, J. Coop, man. You got the elite for 1400, bro. What? I would never even think it gets that low. Sheesh.
What
Man,
was
God
it?
blessed right there.
Wait, what was it?
1400
For what?
for an elite. Damn.
Yo, J. Coop. That man.
That's fire deal right there, bro.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Vishal, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. It's 100, man. Love that. You can do it. You can do it. Is the London meetup still going on? Yeah, so we were talking about that in Asian last night. So basically we're doing a New York meetup in the summer. And then at that time, Rafi should be, you know, pretty settled in. So the reason we switched, we're doing New York instead of London is mainly just because a lot of our core guys couldn't make the London trip late May. So, you know, it just didn't work for like the bulk of us. So what we're doing is we're going to do New York now. And then probably London, you know, a little bit after the summertime. So by that time, like a couple guys will be settled in. Rafi's having a new baby and stuff. So, and then a couple other guys are traveling that week that we wanted to do it. So we just put it on the back burner. But after we do New York, we'll start to chat and get the chatter going again about London. And what we'll do is we'll make like a RSVP. So anybody who actually plans on going can RSVP, so that way we can get a head count in a little bit in advance and try and get out like venues and, you know, stuff like that booked up. Can't wait. London's a must. Will there be an Asian session tonight? No, my friend. Today's Friday, so markets are closed. By the way, Happy New Year, because this is the real New Year. So if you messed up your New Year's goals and resolutions, so to speak, in January, you got another shot right here. All right, just don't mess it up this time.
Yes, sir, brother. Happy New Year, everyone. Start of Q2.
The top secret. I like this here. I like it. Man, J. Coop. Trust the process. Let's go.
Hey.
Yo. Actually,
Bro.
we should put this on a shirt.
For real, bro.
Holy smokes. Yo, let's throw that on a shirt.
We can use that as the image on the website.
Damn, this is fire.
Damn, bro. That watch, though.
I'm about to save that.
Sharp.
Save that, dope.
For real, man. I'm about to post on my IG, bro. Thanks.
New shirts coming in. Best prop firm to trade. There is not a best. There's not a best. They all have little different rules and different regulations and different policies, and so you just got to figure out which one is best for you. Yeet. New growth, baby. It's April.
April, what a great month, man. We in the best month of the year.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. Discord? Yeah. Share that in the Discord so we can merch it up. Yeah, about to merch that up. It's actually a nice shirt. I'll be honest, I'm going to make this shirt. Yeah, if anybody wants one, let me know. People be like, yo, nice shirt. Like, thanks. I made it myself. Everyone, my birthday is April 11th. Let's go. Whoever wants to give me something. All right, there you go. Hopefully we can get some birthdays. John's got a birthday coming up too.
Yes, sir, I do.
John's got a B-day.
Let's do it. No,
what are you going to be, like 3,000, John?
Yeah, bro, 3001.
Awesome.
Nah, bro. I'm going to be 21 years old.
New York is good? Yeah, New York's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we got a lot of April birthdays here. Shout out my April birthdays, man. I'm with y'all. April's the best.
Oh,
I've been 21 for 4 years now. Damn, the home, right? That's what it feels like. Yeah, no, actually, I'm gonna be 21 though.
My guy John was trading in high school.
Hell yeah.
If you go back on my Instagram to some of these posts from back in probably on here, right? Like either I think they might have been like maybe charts. Yeah, if you go back and like look at that one, you'll see John like literally on the stream in high school. Literally at his desk at school.
Yup.
Crazy.
I would turn my camera on. And then you could see students in the background.
I remember we would ask like what exactly are they trying to teach you right now?
And bro, I couldn't even tell you, man, because I wasn't even listening. I was listening. You know what I was listening to, chat? I was listening to that stream, that TT stream.
Man, it was on stream. Gang, imagine you learned about this.
Before TT started, I was listening to that another stream as well. Yep.
Green, imagine we learned how to trade in high school. That would have been crazy. That would have been insane.
Yeah, right after the stream, I wouldn't go to math class and listen to the math teacher. No, I'd put my headphones in and blast Earl Nightingale, Strangest Secret in the World.
Insane, bro.
And at that point, day was about over.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Shout out Nick for the mentorship, for the advice. It has positively impacted my life for the better, and I know it will for y'all too, chat. So just keep hopping in, staying consistent, and listening, and applying the gems.
It's just what we do. You need 5 different colors? Colors? Yeah, we need like white, black, gray, blue on red on blue. Yeah, we need a couple different. Yeah, we need a couple different colors. Some nice all 100% cotton.
Yep.
Imagine I start selling y'all polyester shirts. Oh man. Yo, what's up with the polyester? Yeah, we gotta go all cotton. Any merch that we do bring out, it's gotta be cotton. The market is closed. Yes. Love you too. We love you too, Dr.
Yo,
Sauce.
no, bro, that's hilarious, man. At 21, I was playing with closing the fridge light.
On? Oh. You were trying to actually see like the light, but then it just closed, so you weren't able to catch it. It's like sitting there doing that.
No, bro, that's hilarious, man. Yes, sir, Juan. Let's get it, man. Pushing. 1%
Yes,
better, Juan, every day. You know it. You know it best.
Father power, baby. Father power. You know, you just need a lot of times, like, someone just to help you, believe in you a little bit. Like, it's all you really need in life. Someone to help you, believe in you, guide you a little bit, speak life into you. That's why I said, you know, we're so much better together, right? We're so much better encouraging each other than we are putting each other down. So if you can just be that light to everyone around you, right? They know that anytime you're around, you'll get some sort of encouragement. And there's times where I am like more tough on John too. And by the way, I'm like that with some elite members as well, right? Because, you know, we're here to make each other better, not, you know, make each other feel good at times too, right? So it's like sometimes those tough conversations have to happen and the tough love has to go into mentorship. But man, if more people can just accept the fact that they could use a buddy or some help, right, or maybe just some direction, they would get over a lot of things in their life a lot quicker.
Hell yeah, bro. You need someone to give you the harsh truth sometimes, bro. That's what you did, man. The truth hurt at times, but it set me free long term.
Yep.
And it was helping me more than hurting me, bro. If you lied to me and didn't give me the truth, in the long term, it would hurt me more, right? Even though I would feel better about that you lied to me.
You'd feel better in the moment.
It would hurt me long term. Yup. But you gave me the truth that hurt at the moment. The long term set me free, bro.
Facts.
So that's the key to having a mentor, really.
Yo, that's fire. Yo, Johnny Gems at the TTE head. Are they using Tradeovate? I think they're using Tradeovate over there.
Bro, we do retail trading with style, chat. That's how we do it.
Dude's flexing.
Retail trading with style. That's my thing.
That's epic. Damn.
Yeah, man. Fire. Hero of the day. Keep them coming, bro.
Keep them coming.
You're my new go-to guy here.
Let's go. Get me looking good like that too, bro.
On IG pics.
What's up?
Where, bro?
All right, my friends. What else? What else? It's 10:30. What do you think? Shall we?
Man.
Shall we bounce?
A whole day ahead of here for us.
We got a whole day ahead of us.
Friday.
Yep.
So,
do a little. We should hit the range today. Either the putting, the mini golf, or like the driving range.
I'm with that, man.
I don't want to leave.
Christian, you know what? Win in golf too, bro. Absolutely, man.
I want more questions, but if we ain't got more questions, then we could just, hightail it out of here. I got a question. Okay. All right. Time for bed. 1:30 in the morning. Julia, what a winner. What a winner.
Julia.
See, other people, they're like, no, the market's closed. I'm just going to go to bed. It's just one day. Not the winners, though. Not the winners. It's almost like you probably couldn't even have fallen asleep. You ever get that, too, where it's like, you probably wouldn't even be able to fall asleep tonight knowing that we were all here hanging out, talking. Epic.
Yep.
Can you explain to me how it's emotionally draining when you are changing your identity since it's a constant battle with your old self? Yep. When can you, or what can you do to replenish and not crash to the old identity? Yeah, that's a amazing question, really, because it is a bit of a process. You guys know how the butterfly. You guys know the process of the butterfly, right? And the cocoon and the caterpillar and all that. Very tough process, not fun, not, too great, right? But overall, it's designed to make you better. So you will wrestle. And again, that's where the worth comes in, because you will wrestle in your mind. My mentor would call it mental ping pong. And you will go to work and you will go to battle. And this is the fun part about it, actually, because this is where you get to create that reticulator activating system, basically, where you get to create new grooves within your own mind, right? So I explain it all the time. I explain it as like a path. So for years and years and years, your mind, your thoughts have been moving down this path right here, right? So being that you've walked that path so many times, it's so clear, it's easy to walk, right? But now you're starting to make other thoughts and other decisions, right? So let's say your tire pops, right? Tire pops, right? Immediately your thoughts are going to go, this is BS, So you got to stop that. So basically consciously you have to pause right there. Time out, right? And you have to go over here and you go say, no, maybe my tire popped because, I don't know, maybe there was going to be an accident up there, or this is okay. It gives me an opportunity to, work under composure and not get upset and, change the route that I'm taking. Now, the issue is you haven't walked this route, right? So because you haven't walked this route, it's very, very hard and harsh to get through all the weeds and all the bushes and all this. So that thought really has to work hard, right, to deliver for you. And in most cases, it will go, you'll have the slight thought, but then it'll revert back to the old programming, right? So that's the hard part about this. But just like a path, if you begin to walk it and walk it and walk it and consciously choose this route over that route, then what will happen is as you walk that path, you will begin to clear the bush. You will begin to clear the way, right? The more you go, the clearer it now becomes. And if you keep walking this path now, basically choosing your new identity over your old identity, guess what will happen to this path? Being that you no longer are walking it, what will tend to happen is the bushes will begin to grow. And it will start to become much harder now moving forward to go negative, right? For your thought to run the negative route than it is to the positive route. This takes time and effort, right? So in the beginning, you have to consciously make the decision to turn your thought around and get over here. And then you have to battle through that bush and battle through that rub and make sure you're pushing through that lane, right? And again, as you begin to choose the positive thought, the positive route over and over, you begin to push down the high grass and the bush. And as you begin to like not take this route as much, just like nature, this one will begin to get all bushy, and the path will at some point pretty much disappear, to where now anytime you run into any situation, your dominating thought goes to the positive side. I believe that that's where I'm at now in life. It wasn't always like that. I had to go through this process in my own mind, and this took years, right? You would not believe the person I used to be. I used to have a big attitude problem, major issue with authority, major issues with people telling me what to do and when to do it and how to be and all that stuff. And I was not the person that you see today, right? But I had to go through this process. Mr. V told me, Nick, a dream could never exist in a negative mind. So you have to first make the mind positive, right? Work on making that mind positive. So what did I do? I started to sow seeds that were positive, right? And eventually, it grew. So that is probably, the battle that every one of us has to go through when we are shifting our identity and, trying to become the best version of ourselves. Is it's going to take new thoughts, new habits, new actions, new words, new decisions. And in the beginning, it has to be done on purpose, right? It has to consciously be taken. So the negative thought has to be received. You go, no. I'm not going to react that way this time, right? Your kid does something, you'll just automatically want to yell at them. Nope, this is the moment that you pause and then you choose this direction instead. And that's going to, again, take time and effort. So that's what I would say.
That's facts, bro.
Old you, new you.
It's in a way. For real.
What were you going to say?
How do you change your habits, right, man? You turn bad habits into good habits. And how do you develop a habit with time and repetition? I think that's fire, man.
Yeah. Good question, though. A lot of people struggle with this. And again, because the bush is so just OD, right, on this route, a lot of people tend to, go to it and then stop right there. So again, the negative is more so paved for them based off of their upbringing and the way they grew up, and their basically thoughts, words, and actions that led up into that point. So they've never really decided to take that positive route. So therefore, you really have to give it that extra effort. To be honest, I mean, again, most people they meet with adversity right here and they turn around and they go that way. You got to push, gang. You got to push through. You guys know, like the football drill where we got to get through all those guys, right? And they're all hitting you and they're all pushing you, and you just got to make that push like a running back and get through there, because your breakthrough is on the other end of that, right? If you could just break through, but first it takes some conscious effort. So great question though, man. Great question.
Yep.
Lawrence, nice deal. When am I coming to Boston? Oh, more than welcome to your house. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Man,
I'll let you know when I'm in Boston. That's the coolest part about doing this thing is I can basically open up the map, throw a pin anywhere, and wherever it hits, I got someone to pick me up from the airport. It's pretty cool, actually.
No facts, bro. Appreciate you, my man. I definitely want to.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the hospitality.
I'll let you know, my man.
All right, what else? What else? Let's see. I had a tooth pulled. Haven't missed a second. Let's get it. I remember one guy. He's like, "Hey Nick, I'm not feeling that good today. I don't think I'm gonna be on stream." Like, what? Dude, all you gotta do is turn your computer on. You can sit in bed and do it. I'm doing all the work. What you mean? What you mean you ain't gonna be on stream?
Did you guys not hear me 2 weeks ago in London session when a stuffy nose couldn't even speak, like, and breathe?
Same.
On,
same.
you
You guys heard me all week. You guys heard me all week this week with a stuffy nose and all that stuff. You know, you think I was feeling 1,000%? I was feeling 1,000%.
Word, bro.
I got a little stuffy nose, Nick. Probably won't be able to make it on the YouTube stream today. Oh, really? Are you sure you want to retire your wife? And are you sure about that?
It's like, bro, trading requires 0 effort, just 100% skill. Like,
I mean, I can see if you have to.
Bro. What do you see me doing anything crazy here? Like, I sit down and press buttons.
Nada. I press buttons and I put them down.
Yo, my man Richard, you a savage, bro. Many people make excuses, not you, my man. You're a serious one.
Facts. I don't even know what session this is. I don't know if it's Asian, London, New York. I don't even know where we're at. What time is it? What day is it?
Yeah,
how come
right,
NQ hasn't moved?
Yo, Richard, I'm gonna be working with you soon, brother. Yes, sir. Man's a savage. Many people got excuse-itis.
Facts. Gotta get rid of it. Hey, can we get another shirt? Can we get another shirt? Hero of the day? Where you at?
Yes,
Boston
sir,
meetup would honestly, Boston meetup would be lit. We would have to go to a Red Sox Yankee game though.
Definitely, bro. We'll time it, man. Leonardo, we'll time it for a Red Sox Yankee game. We'll make something nice out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, these two paths, right? The path number 1 and path number 2 here. I want you to know these are voices more than they are anything, more than they are path, right? So you've got to recognize the voice of your old self as quick as possible when you're going through this process. Remember, awareness equals control. So as you become aware of this process and what I'm saying, that's why one of the best books you could read is like What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, because once you become aware, you now gain control back. Same thing with the matrical system that we live in. And once you become aware of the illusion, you can now see beyond it, right? So these two paths are more of a voices than they are anything. You will get voice number 1 to come in right away, and you have to recognize that. And again, when you have awareness of this concept, then you will begin to take control over it. So stack your small wins. Whenever you like feel yourself just slipping up or getting back to the old you, just start getting back to your little self-talk. Make sure you're journaling. Like all those things that I do keep me at my best. So that's why I keep doing them. If I don't do them, maybe sometimes I'll be a little grouchy, or I'm not as disciplined, or whatever, right? So those little exercises really do keep you in check. Maybe I'm listening to voice number 1 real quick about something, right? I'm like, nah, I gotta shake that thought, right? And this by the way, is a continuous process here, forever and ever and ever.
Yes, sir, brother.
Yo, we need some lobster in Boston. That's true. Oh yeah, we need some.
Yes.
Some good old lobster
we were looking
tails.
at some. We were looking at some lobsters we wanted to eat yesterday. Some big boys.
Yeah. Hung by the Tongue. Hung by the Tongue is one of my favorite books ever. Because it's crazy how like it is not only scientifically proven, but it is spiritually spoken about over and over and over and over again, right? So when you match that spoken, like the universe will listen to the spoken word no matter what it is, but when you tie it with scripture, yeah.
When you tie it with spiritual laws, man, sheesh.
Facts. Yeah, I agree. The higher our beliefs are internally is an outcome of the higher our level of results are we get in real life. Yup. The world is a mirror to what's going on in your mind, basically. It all starts with what we believe. Yup, dictates our thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and actions. Yup, couldn't have said it any better. Words are basically spell. Yup, exactly. So try and use the words you can use it for you, not against you. Really, we should be speaking to each other within our minds. Telepathy, I'm starting to learn the language, starting to practice it with a partner. So I'll let you guys know how
Facts, bro. I know Nick teaches this, Bob Proctor teaches this. We're energetic beings living in an energetic field, right? The energy we feed off in the energetic fields, we're gonna attract that energy back to us, right? And our resources, right? What makes us us, that becomes attractive, right? It's the resources we have that makes us, which is what we say to ourselves, how we act, how we think, how we feel. These are the main resources you need to use to attract exactly what you want in your life. And I know Nick teaches this a lot and stuff, right? But make sure that what you do, what you say, and what you think and what you feel are in alignment with your goals. And if they are, then that's a sign that you're attracting them right to you.
Yep.
Never forget it. Energetic beings living in an energetic field, attracting what we feed off.
Facts. Big facts.
Yes,
the paradigm
sir.
shift.
Paradigm
exactly.
shift. Yep.
100%. 100%. And Rafi relates a lot of this to the nervous system, which is, pretty interesting, in his perspective, right? So a lot of times, like, your nervous system might be slightly off during this process, right? It's still kind of balancing the old identity with the new identity, right? But as you stay consistent, right, it stops feeling forced. It starts to become more natural, and eventually, it just becomes who you are, right? It actually becomes your identity. So in the beginning, I had to force myself. I basically pretended I was Mr. V, right? But it felt forced. It didn't really feel like me, and after I learned the laws of it all, that's when I was able to kind of, have it come in more naturally, and again, eventually it just became my own identity and who I was at that point. But in the beginning, it's a very interesting, it's almost like puberty. It's like, you're like, what's going on here? What's happening, right? You're a little confused. You don't know what the heck's going on. And then all of a sudden, it just naturally does its thing. So yeah, you just got to give it time. Like I said here, give it time.
Time's grudge.
Yep. How was it physically and mentally for you when you weren't where you wanted to be financially in life, had to grind to get the financial freedom, had your wife and all that? It was great. Honestly, it was amazing. I really, truly appreciate all the moments. Again, Mr. V taught me very early on, Nick, in order for a dream to exist, it has to be in a positive mind. So I've always had this positive mindset, long before I ever had any money, right? And at that point, brother, where you said, my wife and my daughter, I was already rich. Just the fact that I had a wife and a daughter and a roof over my head and a internet to connect to learn how to trade, I felt like the richest man in the world at that point. So I had already shifted my perspective. And I'll be honest, even before that, when I was struggling with money OD, I would look at Anna, I say, honey, listen, I'm happy right now. The money that's coming, I know we're going to make millions. But I want you to know that I'm already happy, that it's not going to be the millions that makes me love you more or more happy or more joyful. I've already made it. So you have to really try your best to live in that positive mentality, that positive mindset, while you're going through that valley, right? Because again, if you don't have a positive mindset through that valley, once things get tough, you're going to quit, and you're going to let off. And again, that's what really kills success more than anything. It's not people's failed attempts. It's their own inability to stay consistent. So I'm already rich. You want to know what makes me rich? Let me show you guys. I was, before the stream, we were taking selfies. So we were taking selfies before the stream today. This is what makes me rich. I know you guys see the good trading and the numbers and the thousands and the community and, what we talk about. But look, gang, this is, right? Like, this is where my success lies, right? So I'm not going to change when I get more money, or, money's not going to make me happy. right? Is life better with a little bit more money? Absolutely, right? Does money help you with things in life? 100%. But at the end of the day, it's not what creates my identity, because again, I'm talking about, I'm an 8-figure trader now, right? But you don't see the $10 million account yet, do you? But you will. I can guarantee you will one day, right? So you have to speak in a positive light and align with that identity, and literally, like, don't let the change make you happy. Be happy, and that will make the change, if that makes sense, right? Don't let your success make you grateful. Be grateful, and then your success will come to you. So a lot of people have it the opposite way. Well, Nick, once I make it, then I'll be pumped up and happy and excited. It's like, nah, dude. Like, you need to be pumped up, happy, and excited in order to make it. So that was my big thing. That was my big edge in life coming up in the game, was the fact that I was willing to stay positive throughout any single circumstance. I always believed that every adversity came along with it the seed of an equal or even greater benefit. And that promise has continued to remain true in my life. So I lean into that, you know. So again, get happy, get positive now, and then watch how the results begin to change in your life.
Bro, wise man once told me, if you learn to value the things that money can't buy over the things money can buy, you'll be 100% more happier in life. And I think it's so true.
Yep.
All right, those are the true things that matter more. Money is extra. It's a commodity. It's like a cherry on top, right? But those things that money can't buy are the things that are worth more than anything. And that's what truly makes us rich right there.
Yes, sir. Hey, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to. We do this every day. The markets are closed today, but we do a really, really good job at trading, educating. Go through some of the videos here. See if you can get educated. Again, I think a lot of traders just don't have a clear-cut game plan, a clear-cut path to where they want to go. They're all over the place. They're looking at this strategy and that strategy and this guy and that guy, and no one's really honed in on one specific system. So if you're struggling with a system right now, if you're not as profitable as you like to be, there's no guarantee here. But one thing I would say is, if you show up here every day, come to the New York sessions, right, take your time learning, things will begin to make sense. And we've had a lot of people gain success because of it. So if you're struggling in your trading right now and you've never been here before, come back on Monday, right? Come back on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and get some questions answered. You know, watch some of the videos over the weekend, write down some questions, and I'd be happy to answer them for you and help you along your trading journey, you know, as we move forward here this year.
Yes, sir. And always remember, chat, start with gratitude. Gratitude is the best attitude. Greed will kill happiness. Gratitude will express it.
Yes, sir.
Start there. And I think, bro, I think that one of the gems of the day here today from Nick is, in order for a dream to exist, it has to be in a positive mind. So if you want to live your dream, you must learn to think positively. No other choice.
Yep. So
W
why don't we wrap it up? Yeah, we'll wrap it up here.
Stream. Yes,
Great
sir.
stream. Glad we showed up here today, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, gang, I wouldn't miss it. Whether the markets are open, closed, it doesn't matter. I love doing this. I love being here with you all and answering your questions and just having some little piece of an effect that maybe just helps you live a better tomorrow. So it was great being here with you all today. Hopefully you got some of your questions answered. Hopefully this stream had impacted you slightly in the slightest bit. And if it did, like the stream, sub to the channel, and come back next week. And we'll see you guys then, all right? Johnny Gems, thanks for being here, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, my man.
Let me pick a song. I don't even got a song ready. Yeah, let me pick a
God
song.
bless y'all.
Blessings.
You have an amazing day.
Actually, I do have a song ready. Y'all know the vibes. Let's dance on the way out of here. Blessings to you and your family. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Don't do anything crazy. Lock in. Separation time coming up. The rest of your year, it should be the best of your year, my friends. All right? We'll see you guys in the next session. Clubhouse. See y'all mañana. Peace, G's.
If you looking for it, you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go till the devil get behind me. Pray, throw it up. Can't throw enough. Break bread with my people, we gon' pull it up. If your price too high, you ain't been low enough. If you ain't had a ooh wee, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. invite him in, he the mineral. Then he gave the family dollars, he the general. Pull up, jump out, show love, and get back in. Moving his wheel forward like I ain't got it back in. They told me think about myself and get that dough. Shh, don't put your foot in your mouth, that's tic-tac-toe. Fishing for souls on the gram, I throw the real out. Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my sin like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point in your head, it ain't a so end. We let go and let God, but when we pray we hold hands, you hear me? Look alive, what's the business, ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Let me hear you if you still feel alive. Ooh wee. Let me hear you when God did his job. Ooh wee. Let me hear you when God on your side. Ooh wee. I was, ooh wee. I've been thinking about the times I was tripping outside. Could've lost my mind, but you kept me. I just wanna say that I'ma stand on 10. Work hard, asking for mercy for the things I did. And I've been thinking about the climb to the top. How it really don't matter who gon' take my spot for real. And I just wanna say that I'ma give your props. Cause when it all fade away, you really all that I got for real. Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Let me hear you if you still feel alive. Ooh wee. Let me hear you when God did his job. Ooh wee. Let me hear you when God on your side. Ooh wee. I was, ooh wee.
I'm doing well. Hey, I'm doing well. I know some folks that told me I would never make it. They said I probably end up bitter in a cell. And from the way I used to act, I understand why you would say it. But I'm here to tell you now I'm doing well. I walked around like I didn't even have a purpose. With no direction, I was headed straight to hell. Until the king came down and my knees hit the ground. That's the only reason I'm doing well. I'm doing better than you could imagine. Picked up the book and I'm turning the chapter. Used to have Jeezy inside of the sneakers and threw it away and replaced it with passes. Grandmama told me if you fill yourself up with garbage, it's probably what's gonna come out. I shrugged it off till I got a bit older, but now I know what she's talking about. That boy done changed up, but keep it real. Independent, I don't need a deal. God twang made me the trademark, but the living God is who made the seal. Supernatural, no Copperfield. Down south with the back of fields. When you coming from the bottom, you ain't even gotta worry about the mug. Cause you walk through it, check my heels. My God gon' order my steps. You see, he taught me this lesson. If the bait ain't working on your hook, you need to switch up the method. There's people dying every day, folks down and out with depression. Gotta be the light inside the dark place. Wake them up with the message. I know some folks that told me I would never make it. They said I probably end up bitter in a cell. And from the way I used to act, I understand why you would say it. But I'm here to tell you now I'm doing well. I walked around like I didn't even have a purpose. With no direction, I was headed straight to hell. Until the king came down and my knees hit the ground. That's the only reason I'm doing well. I'm doing everything that they said I couldn't go, and everywhere that they said I wouldn't. My plate was empty till I met the Lord, then he filled it up cause he steady cooking. Defeated death and he gave me life. Killed the lust and gave me a wife. My heart was rotten, he cleaned it up, now I'm bare fruit. I'm truly right. Used to run around trying to ball, taking niggas to elude the law. Locked down with no place to go, then he met me there and I got the call. Answer that, you gotta pick it up. I had an empty glass and he filled my cup. Pouring out to all the folks who need it, that's all you need cause this is enough. Open it daily, gotta get your portion of bread. This world is sleeping on the truth, it's time to hop out of bed. I get it, I was there as well, so I live out what I said. But judgment's coming and we can't make it right after we're dead. I know some folks that told me I would never make it. They said I probably end up bitter in a cell. And from the way I used to act, I understand why you would say it. But I'm here to tell you now I'm doing well. I walked around like I didn't even